They like each other. They're working hard. They're doing all of the things that typically our Iowa teams do. We're pretty doggone young, right? With 9 out of the 14 are freshmen and sophomores, and then the only 2 that have really played 2.5, right? Taylor played big minutes, or 3. Kylie Feuerbach, Taylor McCabe, and then of course Hannah. But then a lot of the others, brand new, with feeling that pressure. So I just want to make sure we realize that it takes a little time for those youth, whether they're the sophomores, transfers, they're sophomores, or the freshmen. This game's a lot bigger, faster, stronger. I love what I'm seeing, but it's going to take a while to work them all in.
Where are you at with your backup point guard? I was thinking Chit Chat would probably
Yeah.
start.
I think right now we're looking a little bit at Taylor Strimlow and Addie Deal. Addie Deal has always been able to play the 2 or the 1. So that's where, with those 2 right now, that I'm thinking they're seemingly handling that just with their demeanor and with their skill set. So that's where why I was really happy for Addie, because she can play both those positions. And then Taylor Strimlow is just an energy kid. You can put Taylor Strimlow at the 5, and I'm pretty confident she's going to battle and knock back down. And that's what's so great about a Taylor Strimlow.
We said this a lot with Sid last year, just kind of look up, and it's hard to believe she's a senior. Same with Taylor McCabe. Just kind of how have you seen maybe the productive urgency with her as her career is on the last leg?
With Taylor McCabe?
Yeah.
Taylor is just a great example of someone that just kept improving and kept ready. And that doesn't happen in many cases anymore, right? I think there's a lot of players that sometimes they want to skip the steps, right? They want to come in and they want a lot of minutes. I'm talking, nationwide. And, Taylor McCabe is a sharp shooter, and she was really slight, and she's put on athletic muscle mass about as much as her frame can handle. She's improved her defense. She stayed patient. She handles starting. She handles coming off the bench. She stays ready. And that, I think, is just a tremendous example for our own team, but I think for all young kids that follow us. And Taylor is looking very, very good. Her shooting is exceptional. Her leadership is impressive. And she is competing as hard as I've ever seen. She's always competed, but she is definitely contributing in every facet.